Okay, hello everyone, it is me again, Asriel here, back with some more Fallout New Vegas. As you can probably tell, I have restarted the game yet again, and many things are different. For starters, none of the characters look like blocks of cheese anymore, and also I can sprint now.
Hey there.
I've installed a lot of mods from recommended mod guides that detail what mods I need to install in order to revamp Fallout. So obviously I also have an END shader installed. I think it's like Nevada something, and then also I have this Nevada Sands installed. So it's like it's the regular ground, but then also due to some magic or whatever, I think it's like layering of the textures. It layers this nice sand texture over the ground. Of course, there's gonna be some derps like this. I mean, it makes sense. It is a mod. It's not gonna be perfect. But yeah, it looks a lot higher quality. Of course, when I'm testing out the mods, it's like 100 FPS plus, and as soon as I start recording, it starts lagging a lot. And this isn't... don't tell me that it's lagging. This isn't the OBS recording lagging, it's actually the game. If this game, modded with the correct mods, can make a GeForce GTX I have to on my mind for some reason, a GeForce GTX 1080 lag, then you know you're doing something right. Because the whole goal is to allow the game to use as much resources as possible, and it's using all of my GPU power. Oh yeah, also I have mods installed, like, I have a mod installed that is supposed to give me the Fallout 4 radiation menu on the top right. Or the top left of Fallout 4. I haven't played Fallout 4, I have it, I just haven't played it. Then I also have mods that make the guns have different animations in first person. For starters, you can see how, when I'm moving the camera, the gun swings. Every single modern first-person shooter after Fallout New Vegas has this feature. Basically, it's when you move, the gun has inertia. Brilliant. And then also I have, obviously, enhanced camera, so it's loading the entire body with all of the animations instead of just, whenever you look down, if you were to able to look in front of the character, if you look down, the body is like upside down and turned inside out or whatever. And then also I've used Loggen. Its level of detail. Its level of detail is, I would go into detail, but the TLDR, it is what you see in the distance. And I made that higher quality as well. And also, because of Solid Project, I now have the critical bar. Because in Fallout New Vegas, that critical bar isn't there at all. It's a Fallout 4 thing. I added it to Fallout New Vegas. Now, of course, there is actually mods that add in the Fallout 4 models for some stuff, but, well, they're not on Nexus, so I can't get them. Ah, crap. I cannot aim for... Also, I have the DLC. So, they give you a mercenary's grenade rifle, a broad machete, some binoculars, a 9mm pistol, caravan shotgun, throwing spears, and a with a 10mm. And because I had to get all of the DLC, because Bethesda still hasn't made a special edition of Fallout New Vegas, Yet they made a special edition of Skyrim, which came out after Newvegas, I'm pretty sure, or right before. But because there's no special edition of this game, I had to buy every single DLC. And Gunrunner's Arsenal just gives you free stuff at the beginning. So if I really wanted to, I could use a shotgun like you're not supposed to get till, I believe, until you get to Prim. I mean, it doesn't really matter, because after you complete part of the main quest line, it does give you some OP weapons. And then also I have Dead Money on Old War Blues and Northern Road. So, I'm not gonna use the vomit rifle for now, but I'm not going to repair it. When it eventually dies, no repairing. Oh yeah, the VATS overhaul at Solid Project, which is the mod I'm using to give me the stuff. Solid Project is actually... Okay, these things are doing nothing. But Solid Project doesn't just give me a critical bar and then have like a button to activate it. It's actually the critical system from Fallout 4. When you hit a critical, it is guaranteed to hit. If only there was actually any... Really? If only there was actually any flying enemies in Newvegas, but there isn't. That's only in Fallout 4, I believe. And also, since I had to redo my character, I redid all of its stats, so I put actually probably a bit too much in intelligence. So that's a dodge remover. I love the hacking in this one. It works the exact same way in every single Fallout game. It's amazing. Dodge removed. Because it works the exact same way in 3. Or it's the exact same way here. And with a bit of tweaking, granted, it does work the exact same way in 4. It's just, it's not actually the same system-ish. So, I like the hacking, because it's like, you have to, find stuff to, okay. Start here. Find all of the things that remove the duds. Usually it's either it's the squiggly brackets and the stars, usually. But sometimes it's also the greater than and less than symbols. And if you can't find any more, then you just have to guess. But it does give you a hint. So for instance, burning. Well, 5 out of 7 correct. Let's see how much letters in that word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7, meaning that 2 of these letters are not in the answer. So B-U-R-N-I-N-G. Well, let's try hunting. 3 out of 7. So, meaning that there is a U, there is a N-T-I-N-G. Or I-N-G at least. So 3 out of 7, no, there isn't an I-N-G. There's 2, winning? Winning is close. That means the answer is warning. That system is amazing. It makes you think. And instead of just whatever the hacking minigame is in like Assassin's Creed or whatever. Ooh, a stealth boy. And free war money. It does nothing in this game, it's just junk. yeah, you can't do anything with. In Fallout 4 is where it actually has a use. Because you're able to actually build bases in Fallout 4. Oh, that's where it is. Also, I would be playing Skyrim right now, but I'm not exactly sure how secure it is. Not secure, but stable, because I did add a bunch of mods. I changed the reshade mod that I was using. I added a whole bunch of animations, body overhauls. If you're familiar with CBBE, you know what that is. I put on the closed option, so there's no nudes. It's just, I'm not sure how stable it actually is.
I mean, it does look nice. Oh, wait. I'm not supposed to be out here, aren't I? Oof. It's still solid. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, I tried to put on Joy of Perspective, which is the... I think it's supposed to be the competitor to Enhanced Camera, but it doesn't work. It outright does not work with some of the mods that I have. Like, it doesn't work with Imperious Races of Skyrim, because what it does is that it gets rid of your racial, and it puts down a quest that makes you work for your racial. So, for instance, I'm playing as a Khajiit. So, I don't have Night Eye until I've collected 5,000 gold. But that's cool because it also adds stuff to the races as well. Like, for instance, the Khajiit has, it has a considerable percentage increase in running speed at the cost of almost double the amount of stamina. Then also, I'm able to do a long jump while sneaking, but it takes up a lot of stamina as well, like, oof. And also, taking up more stamina, the power attack done unarmed does more damage. And then also, like, for some reason, the mod makes the Nords have a ability called Purify Skyrim. Basically, you do double the amount of damage against every other race but Nords. Why? Or that is a racial quest, I don't know. But that mod just overhauls every single race. And then also, I've added some races as well. Like, for instance, I've added the Omsrat and the Digirat. Which is just... They're just different species of, Khajiits. I believe Omsrat is from Oblivion, and Digirat is probably from even an older game. So, and for some reason it's only a patch for Digirat only, so they don't get, like, special racials. It just kind of breaks a tiny bit. Because it's mods. And sometimes mods aren't perfect. Okay, what the heck? How am I missing this hard? Just shoot the bloatfly! Jesus Christ, I'm just missing. Also, I've installed a mod into Fallout Newvegas that allowed me to do this. Well, Yeah, especially to this. Huh, that actually does have glass in it. I didn't know that. That's the glass shadow texture right there. So there's glass right there, but makes sense. Needs some like intense security. Ooh, depth of field. Right now, I'm technically playing Fallout New Vegas Special Edition, but I have a mod installed that changes every single collision mesh for every static object so that it doesn't just kind of block your shots for no reason. Ignore the, yeah, that's what I meant by no mod is perfect. The X load gen. I say it word ridiculous. I said once in load gen, but it's log gen. The X log gen, it's supposed to make the mountains not do that, but it's not perfect because it's fighting with the exclusion culling. Sorry if I'm like spouting a whole bunch of jargon that no one understands. I just get really nerdy around that kind of stuff. Like for instance, you can see the Space Needle. Or, I forgot what it is. I don't think it's a Space Needle, because I think it's Space Needle's in Toronto, right? I know that in this game it's recorded in the biggest tower. But you're able to see it over there from a distance. And this isn't cheating, I'm just showing off stuff. And also, I'm not actually moving over there. This is just the, so technically, I'm still there. Technically. Okay, it's gonna take too long because you can't actually move that fast. But, essentially, that's an LOD texture. In the base game, it looks really bad. Well, it looks like it's a fully under 3D model from over here. And so is in the biggest strip. And also, why is it that you progress around the wasteland in a U shape? And Fallout 4, like, let me show you the map. So, in Fallout 4, you start here? Or is it here? I forgot where Paradise, whatever it was, is. It's here, I think. Which is where Vault 111, I think it is? Yeah, Vault 111 is. And you progress to down over here, which is where the radioactive is. Well, that's not the case in Newvegas, because you start basically right next to that's Newvegas right there. And you essentially go through the map like so. So I don't know why that has a different way of progression. And also, because the game itself is kind of short, because if you speed run through it, it is only about an hour or so. There is extra content, Old World Blues, Lonesome Road, and if I, actually had Fallout 3, we could also get Tales of Two Wastelands. But as it stands, I only have Fallout and Newvegas and Fallout 4. And there's no Tales of Two Wastelands for Fallout 4 because, well, Fallout 4 is using an entirely different engine to Newvegas. It's the same engine, but it's a different version that has different coding to it. Where Fallout New Vegas literally has the exact same stuff as Fallout 3. Like, you can actually find references that still work and still load what it's supposed to load from Fallout 3 in the game files. Likewise, if you look into the game files of Fallout 4, it doesn't actually have much or anything in the way of, unused stuff. Well, it does, but that's from Fallout 4. But if you look into the game file of Skyrim Special Edition, it actually has references to stuff like the Pip-Boy and stuff like that. but it doesn't work because it's not Fallout. So why would you need a Pip-Boy in frickin' Skyrim? Look at this! Look at this!
Never gets old when something blows up.
Oh, he's a powder ganger.
Any lawman that comes after me won't have it easy.
Oof. I also have, a lighting mod for this game, so it makes everything look more washed out, more desert-like. What is a powder ganger? When I installed FCO, which is Fallout's character overhaul, a lot of, especially the powder gangers, because they're the ones that you're gonna come across the most, the powder gangers, they have purple faces. Actually, we might be seeing some of those in a bit, because let's just say that FCO is a buggy mod and it doesn't load stuff correctly. Even though I think now it does because I jiggered it a bit. Oh, and also, let me try and jump from a higher cliff and not take any fall damage. Actually, I think you're supposed to take fall damage, but if I do this, I have a new animation, landing. And also, it's first person only, so if you try to do the same thing, it will force you to first person, I'm pretty sure. So let me just jump. Yeah, new jumping animation, so you're able to jump a lot further, I think. Like, while sprinting, you're able to jump further. And then also, again, stuff does not look like it's made in, like, Unity from 1925. It looks like it was made in a modern era. It just looks like special edition of Fallout Newvegas. It's amazing.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. Alright now, we're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Healing powder? Do you by any chance, snort it through? I'm sorry. It just sounds like cocaine.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Okay. Also, I like how it says create healing powder. In what way, shape, or form does a campfire help you make powder? You have a gun that presumably weighs a few pounds. Just use it as a mortar and pestle. That's exactly how the mortar and pestle actually works, by the way. The pestle, which is... No, I think the mortar is the thing that's used to crush. That thing weighs like 5 pounds. It's heavy. And then also the pestle is what's used to hold the grounds. Or is it the other way around? I don't quite remember. But a gun can do the same thing. Like, the mainstay of Fallout is that it's basically Skyrim with a gun. Actually, that kind of is the best way to sum up Fallout, because, well, Skyrim with a gun, it makes sense, because you have, like, death claws, mire alerts. Why do we even live in the wasteland? Presumably, every other country that hasn't been touched by the nuclear war possibly survived. Like, can't you just move to Africa or whatever? Oof, occlusion culling. So, the game was designed to only handle a certain level of detail. and also it was designed to use, presumably, or most preferably even, 4 cores of a CPU. I have a 12-core CPU that is overclocked. Yeah, I don't think this game properly knows how to use it. There might be some thread optimization mods, but I don't really care. Right now, I'm just wanting things to be stable, because I actually have, NVAC, whatever. I don't know of that. Newvegas is another mod. It's the Newvegas anti-crash. Even though earlier before I tweaked one of the settings, it was the thing that was causing me to crash, which is funny. Where's the prospector? Okay, what is this? You take a sip from your trusty Vault 13 canteen. I was never...